Hello and welcome. This video is not going to be included in the video I sent P&P, although I will make them aware of it. This is simply a discussion of the results, and at the moment it is 10:30 and we have hit the 18-hour mark. No, 19-hour mark, sorry. And we're still seeing some reaction, so we got a lot of blue up in the top there, discoloration and bubbles, and actually a blue sort of cloudiness to the water. And on the positive electrode, we have discoloration and bubbles, although not nearly as many bubbles. Test B, no reaction at all. So we'll get in close so you can have a look. No reaction. And we got, sorry, I'm just doing this on my phone, C and D, also no reaction. So let's discuss what we're seeing. So what this means is that the only difference between A and B, because they got the same volume of water, same electrodes, same circuit, the only difference is the power, the electricity. Okay, and the fact that we didn't see any reaction in B means that electricity must be the driving force. Okay. And the fact that we didn't see any reaction in B means that there must be, reaction C, means there must be a current flow through the water. Okay, it is deionized water. I rinsed the glasses with deionized water before I started the test, so there wouldn't be any impurities. Now, what this indicates is that we have successfully performed hydrolysis on pure water, despite P&P's claims that we cannot, despite Aqua's claims that water is non-conductive. And we've proven by comparison of A and actually just through B, we've proven that Aqua is not responsible for the breakdown of the the breakdown of the electrodes. And we've shown through comparison of A and B that it is reactive, that electricity plays a role here, whereas Aqua is meant to be non-conductive. So the only test, not including D, the only test that actually supported Aqua's claim was C, because we predicted no reaction would occur. Okay, now Aqua's claim would say that you'd get the same reaction on both electrodes, but clearly that is not the case, as you can see the blue halo around the negative electrode. Now the blue is indicative of copper oxide, right, or copper rust, more colloquially. And that's very easy to tell. You can, if you look at old copper pipes, you can Google copper oxide. It's a blue color, so we know that's the copper, and we know it's oxide. So it's getting oxygen from the water. The bubbles that are forming, I'd be willing to bet if I lit a match, if I collected the gas and lit a match to it, it'd pop like hydrogen would. And on the negative electrode, that is most likely to be oxygen. So all this evidence supports scientific mainstream's claim of water being hydrogen and oxygen, of it being, although very low conductivity, it is still conductive, because water is a polar molecule. So, and we've shown that electricity can be conducted through here. It is a slow reaction because of the resistiveness of water. And as you saw in P&P's reference claim, there was no light on the light bulb, but we still saw reaction. Okay, so that means that the resistance is high enough that it reduces the current to a point where it doesn't affect the light filament in a visible way. And that's okay. Like, if you don't pass enough power through a light, of course it's not going to light up, but still power is passing through it. It's not a definitive test for the presence of power. It is a definitive test for the presence of enough power to light the bulb. So it'll be interesting to see how P&P interpret this. I'm kind of getting the feeling, but we'll see, I'm kind of getting the feeling they may ignore the other 3 tests and only focus on this one and say there's reaction, we're right. Which will be interesting to see, and the reason that I made this is so that if you do go to my channel to see these videos from P&P's video, you can actually look at this to get an honest opinion here, because to ignore the other tests when they said they would discuss all the results is dishonest, and it's unfair on the viewers because they're being intentionally misleading. Anyway, if they do acknowledge all the tests, I'll be very pleased with that, and I'd rather respect them a lot for it. But my main fear is that they won't. So, and that'll be annoying because I put all this effort in so that they'd see it, and if they put their horse blinders on, and that's going to be very disappointing for me. Anyway, alright, so now you know what I think. Now you see what these results are and what they mean for both claims, and we'll let you make up your own mind. Catch up.